Boo. Hi guys, welcome in. Why are there so many of you here already? Welcome in. Oh my god, thank you for the resub. Hello twitch.tv/Syl Art. How are you today? Why are you talking like this? How are your eyelashes? Do they feel splendid today? Can you feel them? I can kind of feel them. Can you feel them yearning, reaching out into the world? Can you know them? Do you know? Are you an eyelash? I feel like we're all eyelashes to some degree. Anyway, welcome in, guys. Bob and Josh, nice work on first and not first. You guys might have to do a little swapsies behind the scenes. Yeti, welcome in. Enjoy your vacation. Hi Red, hi Night Hours, hi Antsy. Enjoy your lurk. Good luck with the uni stuff. Hi Cadence, hi Sleepy, hi Lemon, hi Ashen, hi SV, and hi Meowmix, and of course, hi Ort. Sorry I mistyped hello. Yeah, your finger just like kind of slipped. That's okay, that happens a lot. The oldest mod— oh, it's not supposed to be back. Hang on. Wait. Don't do anything. Wait. Test. Okay, how is it looking now? So I disabled a bunch of redeems today that I consider shut up. That I consider kind of disruptive because I really want to focus on finishing this commission if I can. It's already a bit late because of health issues, so I wanted to just tone down the shenanigans a little bit and really focus today. But look, isn't it looking cute? I really like this character. Well, yeah, thank you for the approval. I appreciate it. Wait, that came from Lemon. Thank you, Lemon. It's really cute, right? Yeah, so this is the same character as ooh, okay, wait, where is this gonna open? If I open my file things. Over here. This is the same character as this commission that I did earlier. Her name is Riley. Double click this. Here you go. This one. It's the same character as this. Except she had like a design update. And Max commissioned another. Sorry, you can't really see that well. Whatever, close enough. So it's the same character, but like with like different like outfits. And there was like a outfit like update to this one, like a redesign. And then for the old one, I did her like holding a bow, and then now now she's like a little bit more geared up. This is the new reference. She's like bristling with like weapons and stuff, and I was like, okay, now I will do her in the garden. Perfect. Well, yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, welcome in everyone. How was your weekend? How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. My weekend was pretty good, actually. Usually, if you're a long time, where's my stylus? Here we go. If you're like a long time viewer, you probably know that I don't really like weekends that much. Because I'm autistic and they're kind of a disruption to routine. But I actually had a pretty good weekend. I can't remember what I did on Saturday, but I had like the whole day to myself, so that was nice. Got it here, yeah. So like the bit on her arm, she has like a mechanical arm, and I think Max said that in his ref or like on the Discord that it was like kind of like interchangeable. Like you can like slot in like arrows and stuff in here. I'm like, oh perfect. Let's give her like a watering can in her arm. Mechanical arm and water. Okay, just don't overthink it. Hi Adept, welcome in. You did some gardening this weekend? Nice. What I'm really bad at gardening. What were you doing? Was it just like weeding and general maintenance, or did you plant some new stuff or harvest anything? Or that's the extent of my gardening knowledge. So I don't think that's how it works. Well, we're gonna Honestly, I was kind of overthinking the physics for this. I was like, I want this to happen? How is the water going to get from here out here with enough pressure? Like, could there be like a button? Also, she's doing like a spidey hands here to get like to get like the water to come out. I was like, could there be like some sort of button or something on her palm? And I was like overthinking it. And I was like, this is like a really cartoony style. I just need to make it goofy and cartoony and it'll fit right in. How much dirt could an adept hoe if an adept could hoe dirt? It sounds like adept can hoe dirt. Anyway, today I am hoping to finish this, but we'll see how we go. I still have to do all the shading on, like, I have to do all the shading. But I've been like working on like the line art for these flowers. And I was like, oh, this is actually kind of relaxing. I've blobbed in like colors for where the flowers are gonna be, and I started kind of outlining them, and I'm like, oh, this is actually really chill. This would be like pretty cool for stream actually. So I stopped working on it. And now I'm doing it on stream instead. I thought this would be like a pretty nice one. I can't get over how DIY that. Yeah, it looks pretty DIY. It's just like strapped on. It's just a sack of water. I picked my garlic, prepped it for drying, weeded the morning glory in the garden. Oh, nice. Replanted the basil because the tomato plant got too big. Is it basil or basil? How do you pronounce it? I always mess up that herb. Hi, Kiro. Welcome in. The tomato plant got too big. Hello, Ort. Thank you. Basil. Thank you, Adept. The actually helpful person. Flower colors are so pretty, thank you. I just kind of like turned on random colors on my brush and like went for it. Hi, Bob. Hi, Kiro. Maybe turn the arm to the flamethrower instead of what it originally is. Well, what it originally is actually this. This is the original design. And I just replaced this really badass like crossbow thing going on here with what's not on the screen right now, with this. Harpoon gun? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, did I hydrate earlier? I can't remember. I'll just do it now. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. And yeah, you can say hi. That's been a redeem for a while. Also, how's the music levels? Is it too quiet? Ow. Everybody hydrate! Let me know if the music's too loud or quiet or anything like that. I think it's like slightly different levels in my ears. If it was a flamethrower that could also be used as a water spray gun machine. Okay, well, I'm not in charge of the design though, Esme. This is somebody else's character. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to pin the message. Hang on. There we go. It's somebody else's design. I like that she's doing the Spider-Man side. I know, isn't it perfect for like the water squirting? When I thought of it, I was like, ooh, yeah. she's like doing the Spidey thing, but it's with water, and it's gonna like water some plants. That'd be great. I want to put like a rainbow over here as well, like from the water misting, but I'll have to see how that looks. I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna work with this like kind of cartoony style. Okay, anyway, what were we doing? These are my lines. Welcome, guys. Tell me about your weekend. Unless you hate small talk, in which case tell me about whatever hyperfixation you have right now. I think we'll overcrowed the background, but the background there is like no background. Hi, Dude Manjo, welcome in. Yeah, you did some gardening. Adept did some gardening. Did some right good gardening from the sounds of it. How long did it take you to do all of that? I feel like weeding in particular always takes me like way longer than it should. Ooh, do I want smoothing turned on? I can't remember. Probably not. Oh god, that's too small. What? What was I using earlier? How big was this brush? Maybe this is what happens when you work on like multiple things at the same time. You just lose all your brush settings. Only 2 hours? Oh, I picked some rhubarb and made a crumble. Oh, I love rhubarb. Rhubarb is delicious. But like, I don't know that many things to make with it.
I love you, Syl friend.
Ugh. We've been playing Metro games. I played Metro Last Light today. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, I'm not familiar with Metro games at all. Which one is that? Is that like, like how recent is it? Tell me everything. 11 hours, wow. What was that sigh? Oh, that was the sleepy sigh. That's a special sigh we have reserved for sleepy. Whenever they like be nice, it's like, ugh, gross. That was my elbow on my disc, by the way. I didn't hit it. My elbow is just that knobbly that when I like shift my arm around, it makes these noises. Pesky elbows solution, remove it. I like that idea. That would make rigging my VTuber like a lot easier, which I was working on yesterday. Thanks for the quote. I'm trying not to obsess too much with how clean this line art is, because it's all just gonna kind of be in the background. And I want it to be like a little bit loose. What was I doing with this? I think that was just discoloration I wanted on the planter. You did nothing at all this weekend by choice? If it was by choice, that sounds great. Thank you for the approval. Metro Last Light was released in 2013 and sequel of Metro 2033 based on the book series with the same... Oh, there's a book series with the same name? Never heard of it. That's cool. Do I need a... maybe like a line down the middle? Does that look goofy? No, it's fine. Looks like a giant sage leaf or something. I don't know what's in here. I don't know anything about plants. I don't know why I'm drawing so many plants. I try to do nothing but end up making myself busy. Yeah, me too. Well, my choice or the ADHD choice? I feel like I feel like if ADHD made you do nothing and you feel frustrated about it, it doesn't count as being your choice. That's just the situation you were in. Metro 2033. Russian, I don't know how to pronounce that. Is a 2002 post-apocalyptic fiction novel by Russian author Dmitry Glukhovsky. Did I say that right? It's set within Moscow Metro, where the last survivors hide after a global nuclear holocaust. It's been followed by 2 sequels, Metro 2034 and Metro 2035, and better naming convention than Windows and Xbox. What are you doing, Microsoft? And spawned the Metro Media franchise. The book's English edition was published as a tie-in with its video game adaptation in 2010. Cool, cool. So the video game is actually based, So the video game is actually based on the book and not the other way around. I respect that. I feel like some media needs to stay in their lane. Is that like a elitist thing to say? I feel like there are like some video games or like movies and TV shows and stuff that just should not be adapted to books. And some like books that should just not be adapted to the screen. Not all of them, but just some of them. And people just kind of insist on doing it anyway. Do I need to read the previous 2032 books to understand the story? Probably. Good luck, Red. Gotta do the Metro games. I've never even finished the first. Oh, really? Such cool games. Yeah, get onto it. Are you gonna stream them? Storytelling of a game is great and loyal to the book. Oh, that's awesome. I have to say, there have been some movies that I know I just said that hot take about, crossing media, but there are totally some movies I've watched where I was like, oh man, this would make like a great video game. And I think some video games do make great movies, like Final Fantasy. You say it in reverse, I kind of said it like both ways. No, populated, popular, appropriate, apocalyptic, populance, popped up post-production. Did I do it? Did I do it? I feel like I did it. I mean, why not, right? Yeah, do it. Thanks for the clip, Mom. Oh my god, like a lot of what I did yesterday, so like on my Monday. Close enough, sob. What did I miss? What did I do wrong? Also, what am I gonna do for this flower over here? Maybe just like kind of a generic petal one. Oh, this looks horrible. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no, that doesn't look that bad. Throwback to that one time, I can't remember which word it was. Oh, it was, oh crap. Onomatopoeia or something that chat gave me crap for.
Bada boom. Welcome to the Syl stream.
Hi, Elder.
Some game.
It's an stream.
And talking about work and Python coding. Let's go. Chatting, doo-doo-doo.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, chat gave me some grief for the way I pronounce onomatopoeia, but that's just like the New Zealand way of saying it. I like both the soft flowery blobs and the detailed ones. It's interesting how different it looks once you do the black light. I know, right? Like this just looks like a mess. It's a stylized pretty mess. But it looks very different to like this. Yeah, so talk about Python coding. No. Looks pretty in a very different way. Yeah, and it would look even more different if I did like smaller line art. Like I'm keeping the line art pretty chunky to go with the chunky line art on the character. But it would look very different and have very different diet vibes if I was doing this with like a really fine line art and and like more detailed leaves and stuff. Would look better if you had any talent. You're so right, Mom. Also, I'm like, because it's so blobby and cartoony, I'm trying not to think too much about what these flowers actually are. Listen, I called wait. That happened to me with Monkey Yeti. Is it epitome or epitome? Now I'm overthinking it. How do you pronounce that word? It's epitome, right? I'm confused because flowers are hard to draw is what I'm learning. Oh yeah, flowers can be quite tricky. Epitome. That's the correct pronunciation, right? Epitome, thank you guys. They're all fuchsias, you're drawing them wrong. Yeah. Well, that's okay. You know, they can be different. We're all a little bit different. That's like a commentary on people or society or something. Nailed it. Some of these are actually meant to be a flower. Like this one is like a very lazy lavender or something. I love how weird fuchsias look. Okay, wait, now I have to see this. Oh, yeah, that's what fuchsias are. I never paid attention before. This is cool. I've seen this flower and I've seen the word. But I've never like connected the dots. This is neat. I like this. I should totally add some of them in, but I don't know what they look like. But what's that one? Ooh, different colorway. Yeah, do these like grow in a bush or something and looks bushy? Like it kind of looks like lanterns before they open up. It's really cool. I like their. I'm trying really hard not to say genitals. Their stamen and the pollinating bits. They look kind of like a plant monster that's puked up their innards. Oh my god, yeah, it's like the sea cucumber of plants. Oh, it's cute. Wait, this is adorable. This is a lot smaller than I expected. They're often in hanging plant. Oh my god, okay. My favorite flowers are chrysanthemums, hydrangeas, rhododendrons, amaryllises, hibiscuses, and poinsettias. How did I do apart from that middle one? Rhododendron. No, Bob. I have no idea how to say half of these. I recognize a surprising amount of them. Any of those I did wrong, I'm gonna blame that on New Zealand. You know, like the whole country. 5 out of 6? Yeah. Not as big as I shh. It's not a bad thing. I was just expecting like a massive bush, you know? I just point them at them and say plants. I have some family members that are actually good at gardening. And I do enjoy learning about it. I just suck at actually doing it. Thanks. Thanks for the quote. Bob beat me to the quote. Sky catches plant and catches on fire. Well, okay, that's just kind of impressive. Well, it wasn't as big as I thought. So I thought it was gonna be like a still not sky. Oh yeah, no, that is pretty much what happens. Was that autocorrect? Does autocorrect think that I'm the sky? I don't know what to do for this one. Maybe just like some like goofy just some like goofy pedals or something. Yeah. Gotta go make dinner. Enjoy drawing wrong. I will. I'm gonna have so much fun being wrong. You just watch. At least with the quote Bob added, it doesn't look too sus. True. But everyone knows. Everyone in my community will take it as sus anyway. I don't know what to do with this big giant one here. Maybe it can have like a bunch of little petals that are about to like open up soon. What was I thinking when I made this blob? No. Bob, I thought you were going... Aren't you making dinner? Make dinner instead of making my life hard. God. Excuse you, the blob has a name? Okay, what's the name of the blob? Go on. Croissant! Alex and I still haven't come up with a name. Like an actual name. It's hard coming up with like male baby names in particular. Like it's so much harder than it was to come up with Lily. Quashaw. I like this multicolored blob. Can I like make this? Can I do like a rose looking thing? Do you think? Am I just gonna mess this up? I want kind of like delicate petals for this one. This looks like crap. Rookie mistake. Oh, you should have asked us that. Yeah. What did I ask you? I honestly can't remember. That's a legit question. Okay, this one's kind of weird, but that's okay. No one will notice because they'll be too busy looking at the really cute character. You should sneak a pickle in the flower bush. Oh my god. I would if this wasn't a commission. I totally would. But I feel bad if someone's actually paid for this and I just like slip in a random pickle. Sir Leviticus the Third Esquire, did you think I asked you for baby names? Because I did not. I asked you if you guys have ever tried to like... Did I even ask that? I'm not taking suggestion for names in real life, by the way. We're not even telling people... Like, once we do decide what the name is, eventually, hopefully, it will happen, we're not gonna tell anybody until, like, the baby has been born and it's, like, on the legal documents and no one can change it. If I took commissions, I would hide Among Us in everything I made. See, at least then it would be like your signature, you know? Like, at least people would probably expect it to a certain point. But, like, I haven't been doing anything like that, so it would just be like... Hey Max, thanks for your commission. I love your character. By the way, we played Hide the Pickle. I feel like people don't understand what Esquire means. What does Esquire mean, actually? Now that you point it out, I'm not sure if I know either. Thanks for the quote, Yeti. Hi Aces, welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend and a good Monday, I'm assuming. It is Monday for you, right? Wait. Yeah. I've already hidden Among Us in all of my pixel art backgrounds. I need to go and like look at the ones you uploaded to the Discord and see if I can find them. I love that so much. That's so funny. Yep, okay, nailed it. Have one with and without a pickle and make them play Find Waldo but with a pickle instead. I am tempted. Like, I'm really tempted. Might do like another. Here we go. What do I make this one? There's like too many... I don't even know what these colored blobs up here are gonna be. Like, I just kind of did them up here to be aesthetic, and now I'm just like, what the hell is this? What the hell? What was past Syl doing? What is this? Esquire is a term that I believe dictates they're a successful lawyer. Oh, no way! I could be wrong, but I thought that's what Esquire meant. If you're wrong, I want it to be that. There are some unhinged quotes coming out from today. Oh my god! Okay, wait, I started saying this. I spent so long... Speaking of unhinged quotes. No, they're not color references. I actually made a color reference. Where'd it go? I had like made a bunch of like random colored dots that I could just like color pick from if I wanted like a more specific color. So it's not that. But yeah, yesterday I spent ages going through like the quotes. So the quotes what? Oh, thank you Yeti. Yeti just posted a screenshot of the definition of the word Esquire, which I will read in a second. Anyway, I was going through all my quotes and trying to like turn them into clips for the ones that would clip well, which wasn't most of them, but there are so many unhinged ones there from the last couple of weeks. Alright, Esquire. A man or boy who is a member of the gentry in England, ranking directly below a knight. Oh yeah, like a squire? Is it still like an esquire? Used as an honorific, usually in its abbreviated form, especially after the name of an attorney or consular officer. What's a consular officer? A barrister at law. In medieval times, a candidate for knighthood who served as a knight and as an attendant. Wait, who served as a knight who served a knight as an attendant and a shield bearer. So like the lackey. An English country gentleman, a squire. So can you just be like a gentleman, like a country gentleman, and be called a squire without actually owning any land? Originally a shield bearer or armored bearer, an attendant on a knight. Okay, there's like a lot of repetitions here. But one of the definitions is definitely a lawyer. That's fascinating. On your YouTube channel? Yes and no. They're up on Twitch as well. I've clipped them on Twitch, so I went and made a bunch of clips. And they will also be going up on my YouTube channel. I've uploaded them, but I haven't bothered like naming them and then putting them in the playlist and everything. But yeah, they're available in both places usually. Random pedals. Yeah, I think it might be random pedals, but like why are there random pedals floating around? I think nowadays it's used as an honorific for lawyers / attorneys. I honestly had no idea. Is it mostly like a British thing, do you think? If your knight dies and you meet Geoffrey Chaucer, he can make... Is it how you pronounce his name? He can change you from a squire to a knight, or so Heath Ledger told me. Oh, they can like upgrade. You can like... It's like in Civ, you can upgrade your unit. My grammar is mini good tonight. It's honestly probably better than mine. What am I doing with this blob, guys? Maybe, I'll just make it another goofy mini petaled flower. I don't want to do too many of these because, then like most of the flower ends up being this chunky line art. But you can have a few here and there as a treat. Oh, part of A Knight's Tale. Oh, I can't remember if I've actually seen that or not. I always like mix up those movies. There's one that I always think about for some reason, called, I think it was like Black Knight maybe. And it's about like this random guy that like goes back in time and becomes a knight. And he like wows everyone with like his like CD like Walkman. I mean, USA had a channel called the Esquire Network, so I think it's used in the USA. No way. Martin Lawrence, was it? I'm really bad with names, especially actors' names. Even like director names and stuff, there's only a few that I'll actually recognize. If you want me to understand like who you're talking about, like if you guys ever talk to me about like TVs and like TVs about TV shows and movies and stuff, you basically have to like provide me with a resume of like the person that you're trying to talk about. Oh, like such and such, they're from this movie and they played this in this movie. Like you're basically gonna have to read out like their IMDb. Their IMDb like you know, stuff that they've been in for me to understand who you're talking about. There are a few exceptions. Not to out myself as super old, I worked in a video store when those still existed, so I'm good with movies pre-2011. Those, I honestly quite like those. I don't like the more modern movies, generally speaking. Not like the mainstream ones. I don't know, their vibe just doesn't hit right. Maybe it's because I'm also a little old. I can give you the background of Metro 2033. Go for it. What do I do with this like random leaf? Not overthink it, I guess. I'll just... No, this looks terrible. I'll just put a leaf over... Hi Frap, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I remember local video stores in my town, most of them was pirated? No way! Overthinking? Can't imagine. I know, right? Imagine me overthinking. Couldn't be me. Would never happen. Must be some other Syl. There are a few other Syls on Twitch. It's a popular shortening for several usernames. Wasn't going back in time with the future take also the plot of one of the Evil Dead films? Probably. This is my boomstick. Is that from Army of Darkness, the Evil Dead films? I don't think I've seen that. What was the boomstick? Was it like a gun or something? If it's an American movie, I'm assuming it's a gun. He raises the shotgun in the air to scare them. Ah. Your evil twin. Yes, it must be my evil twin. Oh no, I am the evil twin, aren't I? What do we do here? That looks stupid. Maybe I would just have like a bit going over here. Close enough. Factions emerged ranging from the independent peacekeepers, the Rangers of the Order, to neo-Stalinist Red Line faction in the neo-Nazi Fourth Reich, to the more powerful factions such as Police, which contained the greatest military power in the most knowledge of the past, and the Hansa regime, which controlled the main ring of the metro stations by sheer economic power. Ooh, this is like one of those stories that has like, I guess it was a book originally, so having a massive backstory makes sense. When I learned some useless lore, hit me with it, Yeti. 4 messages because of the 500 character limit. Fair. As these groups began to evolve the Red Line and the Fourth Reich. Okay, so this sounds like a lot of like historical war stuff. I am like reading it all, I just can't be bothered saying it all out loud. Oh, mutated by the nuclear fallout. That sounds kind of fun. Yeah, so yeah, we had like a nuclear war. There were battles and stuff, and then Metroid 2033 happens. Got it. I'm gonna use my superb grammar today to work on my book for a bit. Thank you for the lurk. And good luck with your book. Also, good luck to future you that has to edit it with all the grammar. I've made like a lot of random colored clumps over here. I feel like maybe I need to make like, yeah, I think I just need to ignore this pink bit. The one you read is the second. Wait, what? You said red line, I think One Piece. Isn't it blue line in One Piece? Am I remembering that wrong? Never been a massive One Piece fan. I did try the was it Netflix that did the live action? I did try it. But I got annoyed at like some of the things I knew from the anime, which I did watch a little bit of. Like, was it Sanji, like the character that fights with their feet? Like they have their hands in their pockets the whole time. Oh, there's a red line and then the grand line. Okay, I see. Yeah, is it Sanji that fights with his feet all the time? He has like the cigarette and has this like hands in his pocket and just like kicks people like to fight. I loved that as like a character thing, and I was really looking forward to how Netflix was gonna do it. So I was like kind of expecting like these awesome fight scenes with like Sanji. And then they just like kind of, I don't know, it didn't really do it for me. I was really disappointed by that. Fun fact, Sanji's original name was supposed to be Naruto. Oh, I see. Did they change it because of Naruto? Damn, it's really hard to eat a box of nerds while lying on your back without choking. Please don't die. We like you here, Adept. Don't take the easy way out, man. Enjoy, nerds. How am I gonna do this flower? Just like more random petals, I guess. Ooh, maybe, okay, wait, that looks really bad. I kind of like where this was going. Like a couple of like big petals and then I don't know, pass. Good enough. I'll put a leaf over here. Maybe another one over here. My turn-off for anime is if they take too long to conclude. Yeah, me too. I instantly stop watching if a show has more than 26 episodes with exceptions. Mushishi! I love Mushishi! Mushishi, fantastic anime. I love it to death. I read the manga first, and then I screamed when I like saw that there was an anime, and then I watched the anime with Alex, and he was like, this is awesome. But yeah, me too, Yeti. The exception that I have is Gintama. Because Gintama like doesn't really have a plot, so it doesn't really matter. You can just kind of put the whole thing on shuffle almost. So you can just kind of pick it up and leave it off whenever, so it's not quite as intimidating. But yeah, and yeah, Mushishi is such a low-key one. I'm always surprised when other people know it. I'm making this like an actual fuchsia now. At least I'm trying to. I'm always surprised when other people know it, but it is like a lot more popular than I expected it to be. It's just that people don't like talk about it as much because, you know, it's kind of like short. Gintama does actually have plot. Oh, towards the end of the series? Yeah, I'm nowhere near the end. Maybe I'll stop watching it. You have a Mushishi teacup set? Oh my god, jealous. That sounds really cool. Yeah, Gintama, I don't like it when they do like multi-arc like episodes, like multi-episode arcs. I really like the more like episodic, like one-shot sort of ones. Gintama's background is actually really sad. Yeah, they've hinted at like how depressing his background is a few times already. I can't remember what season I got up to. I have Mushishi on DVD! I never use DVD, so I just leave it in the DVD player and watch it every couple of years. Oh, that's cute. We don't even have a DVD player. There's like one computer I could find that actually has like a DVD drive. And I've been using... I had to like use that one to like digitize, I guess it's already digital, to like rip my Ghost in the Shell box DVD set because otherwise I won't be able to watch it if it dies. I think I've met like 3 people who've watched my favorite anime. What's your favorite anime? Wait, you haven't already said it, right? Yeah, what is it? You know, slice of life anime, no matter how weird, do feel like an exception, right? Like, I don't want to catch up to like 1,000 episodes of lore, you know? I don't want to remember everything. It's hard enough to remember what happened yesterday. I have no idea what this flower is. I'm just kind of following the blobs. Maybe I'll make like an extra petal over here. Okay, close enough. kind of needs like another petal up here, if this is what we're doing. There you go. I actually have to finish the 2nd season. Wait, oh no. My chat client just disconnected from Twitch. What is it doing? My OBS seems fine. Alright, I'll just read it off my phone. Hi Zacharias, welcome in. Okay, wait, let me catch up on the chat that I missed. The TV in the game room has 8 things connected to it. 6 video game systems, a DVD player, and a Roku thing that doesn't work. I love how out of all of those things, it's the Roku thing that doesn't work. That sounds cool though. I love that you have a game room. 2009 anime by Genion called Gunsword. Is it Gunsword? It's such a strange anime and I love it. I've never heard of it. What kind of genre? And yeah, Zacharias has seen it! Welcome in, Zacharias. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I've never watched it, but it's been on my list for a while. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it. I feel like Yeti just must have mentioned it a while ago. What kind of genre is it? Is it like sci-fi, action? I don't know. Is it seinen? Because I really like seinen. Not so into the shonen, but seinen is kind of like my jam. You did mention it like a year ago. Wow, I remembered it from like a year ago. If this counts as remembering, which it probably doesn't. Okay, what am I gonna do for all these like pink blobs here? Maybe like a kind of frilly, like Sweet William kind of looking thing. What do Sweet Williams look like? I can't remember. Should probably have like 5 petals instead of 4. Spaghetti Western. Oh yeah, you did mention this. Spaghetti Western Mecha meets Americana. Yeah, I should check that out sometime. Having said that, I refuse to watch anime with dubs. And I'm finding it harder and harder to make time for things that require subs. Unless I'm watching it with Alex. I'm not sure how interested Alex would be in that. Alex doesn't watch that much anime. Gunsoul's dubs a peak? I'm glad they're good. I still don't know if I can subject myself to them. I've heard some people saying that, like, you know, dubs for such and such anime are really good, but like it still just sounds really wrong to me. I think maybe this needs like an extra line in the center. I was a fan of an anime called The Tower of Draga. What's like the not the synopsis, but what's like the blurb for Tower of Draga? Because I vaguely remember an anime with a tower in it. But I can't remember what the name was. As long as people watch it, I won't complain. Malad. My friend group complained because like I agreed to a watch along of Duran Lagan, but I refused to watch it dubbed, and the subbed didn't have like their favorite line or something. I feel like they're still mad at me about it. It was like 10 years ago. I was like, I'm not doing this subbed. Like, if you want me to watch it, it's gonna be subbed. And they were like, fine. And they were like comparing dubs and subs like the whole time. Okay, how's this looking? Not too bad, actually. I was like, am I just making these flowers really ugly? Do I just need to redo it all? I wish Gurren Lagann subbed. I liked it better than the dub. Yeah, the thing is that, that friend group, they had like some sort of nostalgia for the dubbed version. I think they must have watched it dubbed on TV or something. Because, you know, like network television doesn't really do subs because they're like uncool or whatever. So they had like nostalgia associated with the subs. Which is fair enough. Essentially, climbing a dungeon tower has silly moments and serious moments. There's much I could say about the series, honestly, including a plot twist I didn't see coming. That sounds really similar to an anime that I watched. How many seasons does it have? Because the one I watched, I don't think it was completed. They only had like a few seasons out at the time, and this was like a couple of years ago. One season, 24 episodes, but it's like 12 episodes of part 1 and 12 episodes of part 2. I may have watched this. I could be wrong, but I might have actually seen that. Did it have I'm trying to like describe it without spoiling it. This anime is from 2009. I don't remember when my one was made, so I have like no idea. The one that I watched had like two people that wanted to go up. One they had like one girl that wanted to go up the tower for her like own reasons. And the other one kind of followed her in because he's a simp, and and like she's like a little bit jealous because she doesn't think he deserves to be here or something. But like he got accepted, and she's kind of pissed off about it, and he's, you know, being a simp. Does that sound remotely similar? I might be thinking of the wrong one. I need to find a faster way of doing these pedals. I'm being too careful about this. This one only has 4 pedals. Oh. Gonna see if you'll have... Sounds close, but I don't think that's it. Yeah, okay. I wish I could remember what the heck anime I watched. I want to ask yours opinion on something. Yeah, hit us with it, Yeti. I feel like maybe all of these flowers should be facing like the same way, but then like the style is very cartoony, so who cares? Do any of you think that happy, unrealistic endings are like the worst? I hate them. They're like not satisfying. Happy endings are okay, but they have to be like realistic, in my opinion. Otherwise, it just feels like you're pandering to the audience. Like it feels like you've compromised your storytelling to appease the fans, and that's always a bad feeling for me. There's a girl who wants up for her own reasons, but it's a main party of 5 and a second party of 4. Yeah, I don't remember a these guys end up in kind of like their own friend groups, but I don't think they have like a proper party situation from what I recall. Also, mine was like more of a sci-fi fantasy. It had like more sci-fi elements in it, I think. Although it was still fantasy, so I don't know. I like endings that are like the plot is resolved, but there were consequences. Yes, yes, exactly. There needs to be consequences. If there are no consequences, then why did you do anything, you know? Like, people should have to live with the choices that they made. Even if they were the correct choices and like the best that they could do at the time, like, there's often still negative consequences for doing them, you know? Dragon was more like D&D. Okay, different anime, yeah. I should check that out. Unrealistic endings in general bother me, whether they're happy or sad. Me too, Cadence. Yeah, happy endings are okay if they're realistic. Sad endings are not inherently good because they're sad. It's all about the storytelling. Where is this flower coming from? Why is this... I guess, Oh, that leaf is way too big, right? One of my favorite anime has such a good ending. I can't remember the name of your favorite anime. Or one of your favorites. The first episode is one hell of a ride. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I say this, but unless I write it down, I'll like probably forget. Tokyo Ravens. I haven't heard of Tokyo Ravens. I like TV series that don't push it too far, you know? Like they know like when and how to stop. I feel like endings are maybe like a little bit overlooked in some genres. Let me go validate my parking on that name. I love that phrase. It was Tokyo Ravens. What's Tokyo Ravens? Just from the title, it kind of sounds like a sports anime. like it sounds like a baseball team or something. I should do like more closed flowers like this one. Maybe one over here. It's about a Japan that knows that. Oh wait, so wait, Japan has magic, and the protagonist can't cast magic, but his bestie was a magic user who went to Tokyo to learn. Ooh. That reminds me of. Oh crap! What was the name of the anime? Oh, the Irregular at Magic High or something. Was that the correct name? That sounds about right. Anyway, that anime had like a similar thing, like, oh, the protagonist can't use magic, but like makes up for it with his like brains or whatever. And I was like, oh, cool. This sounds awesome. But I'm not gonna spoil the anime in case you guys want to watch it. But it's kind of not that. That was a very misleading synopsis. Magic High sounds like what I get when I watch good anime. Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll get it from this one. It was also weirdly incestual. Like, the sister had hots for the brother, and it was kind of weird. Anyway. Not sure if I'd recommend that anime, but you know, it depends on what you're into. Huh, yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I have no words. Did I stop watching? No. I watched everything that was there. What does that say about me? I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna break up this line a little bit because I forgot what this was called. But like in art, when you have like lines that accidentally line up with each other, there's like a word for it, and it like looks like crap. Welcome back, Elder. Oh, Mashal! Yeah, Mashal was fun. I haven't thought about Mashal in ages. What, have they made like more seasons? Have I been sleeping on it or something? I feel like I would have heard about it if more came out. Cream puffs, yes. Mashal reminded me a lot of oh crap, the Psyche K one. I can't remember the full anime title. I closed my tab by mistake. Oh, welcome back. Oh, you have ads. Oh no. Yeah, pre-rolls are back on by now. Sorry, not that you can hear me. Yeah, Psyche K with this coffee jelly, exactly. Yeah, I had like very similar vibes. I can hear you. Oh, good. Yeah, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Yeah. I still haven't watched all of that, but it's like one of those shows. Okay, first off, it's one of those shows that Alex won't watch too much of with me. Like he likes it, but it's like too quick and intense for him. Like he finds it like a little bit exhausting to watch, which is like, you know, valid and everything. But it does mean I get to watch less of it. He feels the same way about Gintama. I showed him a couple of Gintama episodes I really like, and he's like, okay, this is funny, but like I can't. I can't. And I was like, okay. Yeah, we watched it every now and then when we had Netflix. We'd just be like browsing, be like, what do you want to watch? We're running out of time. Like, we only have half an hour before we need to start heading to bed. What should we do? We're like, Psyche K. Let's go. Let's just an episode of this, and then we'll go to bed. And it's like very easy to stop because Alex will make me stop. I don't know what this giant purple flower is. Why it's so close to the bottom. Have you heard of the daily life of the immortal king? No, I haven't. Is this another slice of life? But ridiculous anime. I love absurdism. I'm the type that binge watches anime. Me too. I get burnt out way too quickly watching anime. Yeah, I kind of expect myself to. But like, I just don't. I quite often end up watching anime on like faster speeds. Okay, how many of you have seen Attack on Titan at like 1.0 speed, at like the normal speed? Because it is too goddamn slow. I'm sorry. It needs to be like at least double speed to actually like keep my interest. And even then, it feels like really slow and repetitive. I'm sorry, I'm not that much of an Attack on Titan fan. You have not seen Attack on Titan? Watch it fast. Like not urgently. I mean, if you watch it, speed it up. I don't know, but it's currently got 4 seasons with a 5th coming. Oh, cool. It sounds fun. I really like the anime Devil is a Part-Timer. If anybody remembers that, I guess it's kind of old now, weep. Devil is a Part-Timer is funny. Yeah, it was fun! I love those sorts of like silly, goofy animes. I don't think I completed it. I'm not sure if they came out with like extra seasons and stuff after I finished watching it. I also didn't complete it because that's just how I roll. Mao is fun. Oh, gotta go get. Oh yeah, get dinner. Get dinner. Enjoy dinner. Don't let it get all sandy. Be back by later. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in and chatting. This whole episode where they break the fourth wall and end up in the Billy animation department. Oh, I love it when they do stuff like that. Gintama has done that several times too, at least like from how much of it I've seen so far. Oh, who forced the break? Was it Yeti? It was Elder! I think they don't add new stuff. Oh, okay. Alright, let me just finish off this flower really quick. Alright, Elder has redeemed a forced break. So in 10 seconds, we're gonna take a 6-minute break. Take this chance to hydrate, grab a snack, take your medicine if you've forgotten them, take your pills, get medicated. I'll see you guys in 6 minutes. Hi guys, so welcome back. Hope you all got some water. Hang on, wait. I forgot to get some water. Welcome back. If you've gone off to get food, I hope you enjoy your food. Reminder again to take the meds if you're like me and you can't remember to do them. Also, don't forget about your laundry. If you have that in the machine. Not tell you how many times a streamer has like saved my life by reminding me about my laundry in the washing machine. Chapter finished. Nice work. Back to check on the flowers. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. We've we've made some progress. It's taking me a bit longer than I expected, but that's okay because this is nice and chill. How did your chapter writing go? Nice work. What kind of book are you writing, by the way? Assuming you're writing a book. Sorry if I've already asked this. My memory sucks. Going well, big fight scene. I was about to ask if it was a fight scene. Fight scenes are like so hard. Urban fantasy novel. Oh yeah, I feel like you did mention this. But yeah, nice work on the fight scene. I don't know how people write fight scenes. It just seems like magic to me. Like that's always somehow struck me as like something that I would really suck at if I was writing a book. I was reading a book, I'm always reading a book, but I read a particular book maybe a couple of months ago now. I'll have to check my Goodreads. I read a book a couple of months ago that had like really descriptive like imagery of like the setting around them. Like they did a lot of walking. It was like sci-fi fantasy. They did a lot of walking around and riding around on horses and stuff. They did a bit of traveling. And like the environment around them was always like just described so well and with so much detail as well. Usually like like I've read a Stephen King novel that did that and I found it like really boring and annoying. So I was kind of surprised that I liked it in this one. I found it more immersive. I guess it was just like the way it was written. I don't know, maybe I just don't like Stephen King. I don't know how to do. Oh, I think this was just meant to be moss. Oh, Aces, if you're still here, you said it was like an urban fantasy novel. Was the fight scene like physical blows, or was it like a fight with magic? Hi Anna, welcome in. Yeah, art stream today. It's about a homeless girl who makes a deal with a mysterious man who grants her a gift, a bracer that can help her find whatever her heart most desires. I'm assuming, as long as it wants to be found. No way. That sounds really cool. All it will cost her is a favor. Wait, a favor to who? The man who gives her the gift? Years later, the man shows up on her doorstep, bloody and near death, ready to cash in the favor. Okay, so it is to him. The favor gets her wrapped up in a battle between two factions controlling the balance of good and evil. Yada yada, she reluctantly ends up along for the ride. I really like reluctant protagonists. I like that as like a thing. That sounds really cool. Fight scene was a bit of both physical and magical. Oh, cool. It was like it involved like a bunch of people then, or just like a couple. Also, feel free to not tell me anything, please. Don't feel obliged. I guess this flower is like another bud looking one. It's still like opening up. I'm just judging by the shape that I gave it. How young was the homeless girl when she got that bracer? Just out of curiosity. Because, like, man, that sounds like a great investment from the man. Just find like a kid on the street. Give up like one priceless relic for what will potentially save your life for later. She was 13. Oh, I like that. That's a good age for that. Not so young that you're like completely impaired from making good decisions. You've been around the block, you know, especially as a homeless child. You have some experience. So you're not like totally taken advantage of. But at the same time, like, how is a 13-year-old supposed to refuse that, right? Oh, there's a dragon bartender. Oh, cool! A hapless cop, a mad archivist, a magical cat that can phase through items and maybe dimensions. A mysterious man known as the Broker and more. Oh, that sounds great, Aces. That sounds like right up my alley. I quite enjoy urban fantasy. I feel like most of my friends are really into high fantasy, but my preference is for the modern stuff, personally. I still need to catch up on the Dresden Files, now that I think about it. I'm quite behind. But I didn't really like where the series was going when I last left it. So I haven't really been that motivated to keep going. I feel like it was maybe at like book 13 or something that kind of lost me a bit in terms of interest. It got like a little bit too serious. And like serious books are fine, it's just like that's not where it started. Like, you know, if I start a series wanting, like, you know, really goofy, fun, happy shenanigans, that's kind of what I wanted to keep doing. Oops. For these colored blobs, I might, like, just put small flowers up on, like, really long skinny stalks, maybe? I love how I've ended up making like most of the flowers down on this like lower on this lower one, like kind of closed up, but like up here they're all like open. Maybe this one just gets more sun. Now I'll just pretend that I know literally anything about flowers. We've had a few of these blue ones kind of open. Might make this one a little bit more closed. So I had to take a call. Of course, of course. The battle I just wrote involved inhuman constructs made of steel, shadow, and too many teeth. It was with the full group of protagonists. Now, just as the dust settles, round 2 is coming their way. Oh, exciting stuff. Good luck writing round 2. And thanks for telling me about your book. It sounds really cool. It's in New York City where I lived for about 13 years, so it's fun using some local sites for the story. Oh, I love that! Yeah, that's another thing I enjoy about, like, urban fantasy instead of high fantasy. It's like, it's really cool when it's, like, set in actual cities. I'm making, like, all of these flowers look the same now. Oops. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to have to pare it down a bit. I'm on page 356, nice! And I still have a third of the story to go. I mean, yeah, that is running a little bit long, I guess. I feel like most books I end up reading, which I kind of consider to be short books, but that's only because I've read some really long books, are often sitting around like the 400, 500 page mark. If you've still got like the final act to go. Yeah, it is a little on the long side. But I feel like that shouldn't stop you from telling a story, you know? Yeah, I think we need more of these smaller petaled flowers. I'm doing too many big ones. It looks so goofy. I have no idea what this yellow one is. It's just a blob. It's been quite funny, because I read ebooks mostly. I read in bed a lot. So, reading on my Kindle is just like so much easier. Especially with the backlight. And so I read like a lot of ebooks. And so I don't actually notice the page lengths usually. Page lengths are like the book lengths. Hi, Prince. Welcome and nice work on third. I don't really notice like the physical like number of pages that I'm actually reading most of the time. But this year, after I log all the books I read on Goodreads, just to like keep a record of it, otherwise I forget what I've read. This year, like after this year finishes, I want to like make a how do I do this orange thing? I'm not sure where to go with this. I want to make like a physical, not a physical, but like I want to compare it to my height. I want to get like the number of pages that I've read and like compare it to my actual height and like make like a height comparison chart. Waiting for my bank to respond to my request to cancel my Visa card. Oh, good luck. I feel like it should be easy to cancel them. Like, it's kind of a security risk if you don't. I'm so bad about logging my books. I go through so many. Me too. How many have I read so far this year? I think it's something like 44, 45 this year so far. And we're like at the end of July. Let's see, Goodreads. I read about 40 something last year, I think. There was like a sneaky way for me to find out my books so far for 2025. I think I had to like go to the web version to find out. What do you mean? Oh crap. Did I accidentally share something? Anyway, I think I'm at about 40 something books so far this year. Last year I had 45. I don't think I shared anything weird. No. I expect to need to go in person to get a replacement card? No way! Oh, okay, I think Interact isn't one of the big payments right. So you'll need to go in to get like the Interact one. What a pain. Makes sense though, I guess, if they're just a little guy. Can't hear us, I can say this and dash like a gremlin, so you're such a great artist. Thank you, Yeti. Let me... Oh, you have a two-hour round-trip commute. Yeah, I used to have like a 3-hour round-trip commute. I feel you. Lol, TY, Yeti, enjoy food. Gremlin artist. This is crooked as heck. Is this crooked? It looks very crooked. I guess it's allowed to be crooked. I do kind of want it to look organic. Let's have some circle leaves. Plants have some circle leaves. Maybe not that ugly. Here we go. I'll put more circle leaves in the background here somewhere too, so it's not like totally out of place. What do I do with this little one? Maybe I won't bother. Maybe I'll just have this. And just like a leaf over here. All right, we're getting there. I want to do... Oops. I need to do like these weird little blobs that I've left up. Just left up in the air. I might do that on a separate layer. Oh, that looks bad. Let me try that again. I want like some little bits of grass sticking out. Like I want the planters to look used. Not like fresh from Home Depot or wherever it is that people buy planters from. Where did I put... Okay, so these are on a separate layer. I might just dump this on top. Don't ask me what this is. It's very strange. Lichen or lichen or whatever the heck. I have no idea. This bit looks more like a leaf. I don't know what to do with this. Liken it to some lichen. It's lichen. I wanted some mossy bits, not just lichen and leaves. Maybe these are... Maybe this is meant to be moss? What was past Syl doing? Maybe something like kind of a thistle. Oh, it could be. Thistles, like a weed. Like, do people actually want them? I had bacon pancakes, yum! With maple syrup? I feel like bacon and maple syrup goes, like, really well. Not exactly a hot take, but... As someone that doesn't usually enjoy savory food mixed with sweet food, that was a surprise. Oh, you don't have maple? Bummer. This is looking like crap. I hate this. Let me just remove this. I might just leave that there as some discoloration. Can you liken lichen to a lichen? Depends on the lichen. Only Canada gets maple, real maple year-round. Probably. Or it could be that it's just more expensive to buy here. Actual real maple syrup here tends to be a little pricey. You know what always surprises me? It surprises me how runny maple syrup is. I always expect it to be like really thick. And like the fake stuff is actually pretty thick. But the real maple syrup, at least the ones that are claiming to be real, and we have some pretty strict standards about that in New Zealand, they're surprisingly runny. Always makes me go like, oh yeah. I'm gonna have like one big line down the middle here. And this one's gonna be like the actual plank of wood. And the rest of these horizontal lines, which are currently vertical, will just be like texture. Regional means year-round for a price. Probably because all the TV ads and shows that use this like silicone oil or something. Ew! You know, I find that industry fascinating though. Like, the guys that like do like fake food for like commercials and stuff. It's so fun seeing how they do it. What a fun industry. I worked with silicone oil in a lab for summer. Oh. Is that where you saw it in action? Yeah, I wonder what they actually use if it's not silicone oil. When was the last time I even watched an ad? For food, anyway. I've encountered a couple of ads when I open YouTube on like the wrong browser or device. But those tend to be like, I don't know, for finance or something? Question marks? It was meant to be a simulacrum of honey or some other viscous fluid. Oh. And that was like what that lab was doing, just like making fake honey. Did you get to see the color? Or like, do they just like sell it blank? And like the buyers add their own color? Hi, I'm Syl. I ask weirdly specific questions. And we were dribbling it onto a conveyor belt. What? Oh, to see the patterns it makes as it falls. Oh. So you were kind of like doing like testing or like development for the product to like meet some specifications. That's really cool though. I'll send you the lab videos. Yeah. I'd like to see those. Anyway, while we were on break, I got a work message. Let me just double check on that. I answered it, but... Okay, he sent me like a massive message back. But my previous message was I'll do it during lunchtime, so I hope he gets the memo that I'm actually not available to do that right now. Basically, if the rate of fluid on the belt is slower than the rate the belt is moving. Oh yeah, like how it like dribbles. Yeah, it will meander and it'll coil up on itself. Yeah, I've seen that. Like I've seen videos. Alex at one point had put up like a whole bunch of videos on from how it's made up on like the TV in the lounge that's, you know, just not really a TV, it's just hooked up to a computer. So we had like a few tabs open and I like swapped to this playlist on like one tab being like, oh, what's this? And it was just like how it's made videos, which are like so satisfying, by the way. So I've totally seen that effect, like of the amount of like amount of coilage. I don't know. Or like how like the way it moves if the belt is like at a certain speed. This can be used to 3D print microstructures such as a rope that has 2 resistance levels. Low force breaks and unwinds it, and has high force snaps it completely. Cool. And I'm like not looking forward to painting this. Like these colors that I've put down are just kind of actually just sketches for me. I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit more. All right. How's this looking? Pretty decent. Got a couple of blank spots here. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I think what I'll do is... Oh wait, no, I haven't done the tiny flowers. These little floating babies. I'll just make them kind of like itty bitty and frilly. Hopefully they make some kind of sense. Oh no, that looks like crap. Let's try that again. Maybe thistles got mentioned earlier. Maybe I'll do like a more thistly sort of thing over here. Basically, you're able to map out these patterns, and then you're able to 3D print structures that are smaller than the minimum movement your nozzle can move. Cool! That's really neat! I like that. People are smart. Could not imagine putting that together. Like the theory and the math. Just by adjusting the height and the speed of the nozzle. That's so cool. While I was working on this, some other dude was growing giant ice carrots. Wait, excuse me, what? What are ice carrots? This one? Maybe I'll make this one go this way. This is really hard doing it in like a different direction. I should have just rotated my canvas. Would an ice carrot just be an icicle? Right? Giant icicles that were dyed neon orange so he could see how they formed in detail. Oh. You're right, that is an ice carrot. I think these can have like tiny little leaves. I want this to like meander a little bit more though. I'm doing a very bad job of meandering. It just keeps going straight. Okay, over here. It was a non-linear physics labs, and the dude who lit the lab is also the dude in the funny domino meme picture. Oh, no way! See Discord for images? Alright, where'd it go? oh, it's in DMs. Let me take a look. Why are my DMs not showing up on my phone? I feel like out of anything I should have DM like notifications on my phone show up, right? Oh, that guy! No way! That like dominoes effect meme. That's so cool. And thank you for the links and diagrams, Prince. I think I want this one to kind of cross over a little bit. I meant to do these not too detailed on the flowers, which is why I started off with such like big chunky ones, and I just got kind of lost in the sauce a little bit. This happens so often. Yeah, while I was there was some research done into what happens if we just take the stuffing out of bead chains. Wait. If we just wait, what? Mitsuka, am I pronouncing that right? Mitsuka, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. You were streaming art as well? What were you working on? Do we have any art tags today? Welcome in, raiders. Thank you so much for coming over. Hi, I'm Syl. I'm an autistic Friday streamer from New Zealand. We play lots of random games here and do some art. Do some art, and maybe tomorrow we'll do some rigging as well. Welcome, Brick Raid! Oh no, the raiders are throwing bricks at me. Welcome in, how was your stream? How are you doing? Nice to meet you. What were you working on, if you don't mind sharing? Shaken chains that spontaneously unmix themselves. Oh wait, that's so cool. How do they unmix themselves? We're talking about some nerdy science stuff in chat. Welcome in, raiders. I hope you're all doing well. Please take a second to do a little self-care check. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you've eaten recently, taken any meds you need to take. Please feel free to sneak off and do any self-care that you need to do. Trying to get better at drawing dudes. Yo, guys are hard. What's with that? I feel you. How'd it go? You're like practicing the male figure. Yeah, I find men quite difficult. You know what's even harder than like manly men, at least for me? Like bishy men. Like like I was like, oh, you know what? I usually draw women. Thanks, Prince. I was like, I usually draw women, so maybe it'll be easier if I can draw men that look a bit more like women, and it's like actually way harder. Is that just me? Am I the only one that this happens to? I feel like it's harder because then like they like they just look like women, and then you're like, oh no, I just drew another woman. instead of a bishy man. As a dude, I find drawing dudes difficult as well. You too? It's not just a girl thing. Yeah, there's something about the curves on like a female body, like typically speaking, that make it like a bit easier. Thank you for the hydrate, Yeti. Everybody hydrate. I spin a wheel of characters and try to do better and decide to do head this time. Oh, cool. Draw a lady, erase the bobs. Erase the boobs you haven't had. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Maybe it is that easy. Wait, have I tried that? Maybe I should just try that next. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Good job on practicing stuff. And that's like out of your comfort zone. And that's like kind of difficult to talk yourself into. Or is that just another me problem? Am I just lazy? Yeah, good job. Please make sure you're resting up after your stream. Everybody from my stream, please check out. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Please check out Matesig. I definitely messed it up now. Matezuka. They sound like they're doing some very, very progress work over there on their stream. Mate is fine, thank you. Yeah, men are difficult. And also hard to draw. Yeah, we have the privilege of drawing this very cute young lady today. Which I am very happy for. I can draw men, like I've totally had some success drawing men, but I do find them harder. Maybe it's just because I like ladies. Excuse you, there's no Bob anywhere near a lady. Yeah, Bob's gay. I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry for your it's not misgendering. It's for your proximity to women that was implied in chat. Draw me like one of your French guys. Bob, if you recall, that was like one of your drawing requests for Patrick. So there is totally a picture of me drawing one of you. as a French guy. It's not finished, but by the way, Bob, I still have it on my to-do list to send you the line art for those. It's gonna happen eventually. I've had to resist my instincts because Bob is one of the aliases I'm used to being called. No way! I didn't know that. Maybe I'll start calling you Bob and just confuse the heck out of everyone. Oh yeah, but May, links are allowed in chat if you want to share what you were doing. If you don't want to share, that's all good as well, obviously. But if you do have something to share, I'd love to see it. Spinning a wheel is such a good idea. Hello, fellow Bob. Actually, wait, this is kind of scary. They've like multiplied. Maybe I shouldn't have suggested this. These like stems and things I'm adding are like way too small compared to the rest of the stuff in this garden. No, I think I should add like a couple of little bits over here as well. Just to make my life difficult, I guess. Who's trying bazookas in chat? Well, May might be. Do these count? they're pretty well covered up. They're not, you know, big bazoinkers, you know. I was working on my my Syl 2.0 model last night with Alex and BC, and he was like, how much boobs are you gonna add? And I'm like, none. Like there's gonna be boobs, but like I don't know, I just had like flashbacks to some VTubers I've seen that look like they're about to take someone's eye out with all the physics on the boobs. And I'm like, I mean, I will have them, but comparatively speaking, it's not going to be it's not going to be a weapon. Oh, yay. Oh, you have Blue Sky as well. I did that today. Alright, let me take a peek. It's okay if I share it on stream, right? I'm assuming, because it's a public Blue Sky link. Loading. My internet's so slow. Oh, these look awesome! Sure. Okay, excellent. And check this out, guys. Don't mind my messages. Ignore my notification. These are so good. These angles are so good. The expressions are like excellent. I lost it. How do I zoom in? Really? Blue Sky, you're not gonna let me zoom in? Oh my god. Here. Why is Blue Sky not letting me zoom in? Let me open it in a new tab. There we go. Looks like it could be an Esquire. You're right, we were just talking about Esquires earlier in chat. These look so good. Thank you so much for sharing. I love this one. This one's my favorite. This expression. Like, I feel like you can make this a sticker. And then just like slap it on anything and everything. These are great. I love the clothes as well. I know that probably wasn't your focus if you were just drawing heads today, but the clothes, and I like the contrast, like bright bluey green. Is this cyan? It's not cyan, right? The cyan color. I feel like it's really cool, like with how dark the clothes and stuff are. Thank you so much for sharing. Please check them out. Please check me out on both. I almost said Twitter, on Blue Sky and Twitch, if you haven't already. This looks like fun. Thank you so much for sharing. These look great. I would never have guessed, looking from like that picture, that you would have any problems at all drawing men. Thank you. Of course. Thank you so much for sharing. Ooh, can I make this like a thistle looking thing as well? Give it a try and see how goofy it looks. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and once again, please make sure you're looking after yourself as well. Do some wrist stretches if you haven't done any yet. I'm awful at doing them. This looks a little silly, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep going. Anime men are deceiving. Yeah, they are. I find the anime style like really hard. Mad respect. On both you and anyone else that does like anime style. I mean, like all my life I've been trying to do like anime art. And every single time I just fail. It's like something that I just can't like quite hit for some reason. Maybe I just need more practice. Maybe I'm just giving up too soon. I'm gonna give this flower slightly different leaves because the flower is different. I'm kind of scared of wrist stretches. Is that bad? I feel like I should be scared of doing stretches, but my wrists are like really stiff, like all of the time, and all of the stretches look like they would hurt. Are they supposed to hurt? Does that mean I'm doing it right? I can't tell. Probably not right. Sina, thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your lurk. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good stream earlier. Pretty sure Sina was streaming, right? Did I hallucinate that? Might have been the previous day. Pretty sure she was streaming. Oh, I forgot to line this purple blob. I was gonna make this like another almost lavender thing. I'll finish off this one first. I was streaming, you are correct. Sorry to pull you from the lurk. Please go do whatever you need to do. And thank you. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I say stuff out loud, but then I remember how, like, time blind I am, and I'm like, oh wait, did that actually happen today? Was that like yesterday, or maybe last week? Oh no, this flower is facing the exact same way as this one. I kind of want to rotate this a little bit. Get rotated, punk. Maybe here. Okay, I'll add like a couple of little blips over here. Alright. And then I'll add that lavender that I missed. Lavender. Don't know if I can call it lavender. It's clearly I feel like no lavender looks like this. About this purple puffball. Lavender? I barely know her. What? I feel like that's one of those ones that doesn't make any sense until I think about it like a little bit too hard, and then and then it makes like too much sense. Oh, right. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I have this layer that's like all the colors, but I don't want to just like turn it off and recolor everything from Sketch because that's boring and tedious. So I'm just gonna tidy up everything that's like kind of outside of the lines a little bit. Maybe I'll do it with a mask. And then for the inside, I'll just color on top. And then we can pretend like I'll just like clean up the edges on top, if that makes any sense. And then we can pretend that I just did this like a totally normal way that other people would have done. I love masks. Like, in many senses of the word. Oh, I'm actually thinking of, I'm thinking of making this available. May, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the library. I appreciate you being here, and thanks again for the raid. I'm thinking about making this a transparent PNG, because I'm not really gonna have anything in the background. I'll have like a rainbow here, but I'll turn that off to the transparent version maybe. And I'll make it available to the commissioner as like a transparent ping. I think that'll be quite cute. So I actually want to be a bit careful about about the edges. So I think I might I'll make a folder and give it like a border effect. I wonder if this is gonna be big enough. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And then I'll just like shove everything. What's this? Oh, okay. And then this is the character. And then what is this? Oh yeah, that's my swatches. I'll just grab all of these, add it to a folder, and then pop it in here. And now I have like a bold red outline of my screw-ups, which is always fun to see. I'll make it like a little bit bigger. And then we can zoom in. And make sure, yeah, like these bits that I missed over here. This is why we name layers. Says a guy who doesn't name his layers. Listen, the amount of time that naming layers saves me does not make up for the amount of time I spend actually naming the layers. I will die on this hill. It does depend on what I'm doing though. Why can't I get rid of this one? Oh, it must be on a different layer. Like this must come from... Yeah, this one. This doesn't have to be perfect, but it will prevent annoying little stray pixels from making the PNG look super weird. Yeah, I usually don't name layers unless I have to. I'm more of a person that tends to name like groups, like layer groups. But having said that, I have not done that for this one. Make constant folders and shortcut click on whatever layer I need. Yeah, same here. Usually I have like a system, right? If there's 3 layers and you usually color on the bottom one and have a sketch the next one up that you've already hidden and then like line art on top of that, like you know just from looking at what order the layers are in which one is which, right? Usually you can kind of guess. That's my system and I'm sticking to it. I do use like 100+ layers though, yeah. Handshake. I wanted to digital art, but I forgot to charge my iPad after stream. Oh no. Can you not do it while it's charging? I've never owned an iPad. Can you not like use it while it's plugged in? Is it just uncomfortable with the cable or does it not work? I'm sorry for spamming you with questions. Reason 50 why I just need to get a real tablet. Oh, it glitches out the pencil. Weird. Yeah, if you have a decent computer, I feel like an actual tablet is the way to go. Especially since like on like iPads and things, like I don't know if you're using Procreate, but I know Procreate and maybe some other tools have like limitations on how many layers you're allowed to have just because of like the computational requirements. That's not a thing on PC. If you make too many layers on your PC for how much RAM and processing power you have on your PC, you just suffer. You can do it, but it makes you live with the consequences. But at least the decision is yours. Hey Herb, welcome in. Suffering, yes, that's me. Yeah, that's been an issue with Procreate. The higher the DPI, the fewer layers. Yeah, the higher resolution your image, the fewer layers you're allowed to make. I dropped into Xy's stream earlier. Wait, let me give Xy a shout out. I actually made it to Xy's stream for like once in my life. Usually she's streaming when I'm like busy with other stuff. I made it into her stream, and I was like just having a chat with her while she was doing some art, and she mentioned that she tried to thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. She mentioned that she wanted to make her own VTuber, but like she didn't end up doing it because of the rigging. I think it was not the first time I'm telling a story. Yeti. Anyway, she tried to make her VTuber model in Procreate and ended up with like a bunch of different files because of the layer limits and how many layers you need to like use for a VTuber model. Anyway, I was very shocked and impressed. Okay, have fun at the restaurant. In 9 seconds, we're having a forced break thanks to Yeti interrupting my story. Go hydrate, grab a snack, take your meds, look after your laundry. I'll see you guys in 6 minutes. Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you all took the chance to hydrate and urinate, which I kind of need to do again now. Welcome back. Yeah, for real. You joke, but Brian. Sorry if this is TMI, but for this pregnancy, the placenta is at the front, so whenever the baby kicks, it usually hits me like directly in the bladder. It's like where all of the kicks are targeted, okay? it's for real. It's like, I don't know, it's like a freaking meme or something. Who's joking sob? Yeah, welcome back. We're back to attempting to tidy my mess a little bit. I have decided spontaneously that perhaps, you know what would be a better way of doing this? Why am I doing it like this? I should just okay, wait. I can think of a better way to do this. I'm definitely taking the dumb one out here. I think if I go, let's pick a contrasting but not insane color. Maybe this one. Is this Vector? No, it's not Vector. It's all raster. I don't really do vectors. We're not friends. Get rid of this. Okay. So if I do this, oh, I've got like gaps over here. Let me correct these gaps a little bit. That's because this was the bit that was like in front of the grass. Yeah, trust the process on this one, fam. This red outline, sorry, I can turn that off actually, hang on. There you go. I just had it there to make sure I don't have any stray pixels so that I could make it like a nice, clean, transparent PNG at the end. But I think this is a much smarter way of doing it. This bottom part doesn't even matter. I don't really know why I'm obsessing over these gaps. Anyway. So now, in theory, let me also get rid of these raindrop bits. In theory, I can do like a flood fill of transparency and it should do most of my work for me. Yeah, not too bad. And there's some weirdness. But much better than doing everything by hand, which is what I was stupidly doing before. Like, this can go, like, these bits can go. This bit can go. I think this bit is supposed to be here. Probably. It's hard to tell now. I mean, let me just do this. Here we go. Welcome to Syl Cheats at Drawing. Also, CSP is great. I love CSP. I should really be coming through and doing these with the lasso now. I think it's getting like a little bit out of the depth for flood fill. Art hacks are not cheaty, I know. I do enjoy calling them cheats though. I really like doing it this way, which is like the opposite to how most people use the flood fill, which is just to like cover everything with a solid color first and then just like erase the bits. Because then you don't have to worry about how messy it is too much underneath. Like if I had to do this the other way around and like fill this all with a color instead of just like remove the bits that don't need color, I would have had to like hide a lot of like my sketch layers in the painting and stuff. And I think it would have been quite confusing. You know how often I just do an overlay and use shades of grey to do my shadows and highlights? Oh yeah, that's like a really like satisfyingly quick. I feel like that's one of those techniques that like the amount of effort and time it takes versus how good the results are just like off the charts. Like it's a good ratio. Sometimes I do the stuff like that, like especially for lighting effects in digital art, and then and then I'm like, I should try to do paintings in like acrylics. and then I think about like the layer effects that I use. All the masking and the flood fill and the airbrushing and like the layer calculations. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm cut out for this. Okay, so in theory, once I have this bit filled in, I should be able to just use the transparency of this layer to create a mask for the coloring, and then I won't have any stray pixels giving me problems. This bit down here is a mess. I should just remove this. There we go. These little blobs up here aren't too bad, but all the weird areas that was kind of covering earlier is not as good. And I'll have to give Brian PTSD again soon. And turn like the red lines back on, just to make sure I haven't got any like weird edges or anything. I did a hyper-realistic acrylic portrait for a friend's baby. Oh my god, that sounds so hard. It took absolute ages. I started in November and finished in April. Dang. Nice work though. Canvas was way too small. Never again. Yeah, I had a similar issue. I made a bunch of acrylic, like small acrylic paintings for Christmas. We had some family members coming over that were like new to the family. Like somebody in our family just got married, and they were like the in-laws, and they were like in the country for the wedding. So we had some people that we didn't know that well over for Christmas. And the way we do Christmas, and I really like this, is we just do like gag gifts. We don't do serious gifts, we just give each other like joke gifts. And we're like, okay, well now we have to try to do joke gifts for these people that we don't know that well. So what I did instead is I made a bunch of joke gifts, but I also made some silly like paintings and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna give this to anything specific, like to anyone specific. I'm going to say, this is for the person, like one of the paintings was of avocados. It was money. It was like dollar bills and coins, but it was like all avocados instead of like presidents and stuff. So it was like avocado money. And I said, this gift is for whoever ate avocados most recently. So all of my gifts last year were like along those themes. Like like I had a banana painting for someone that could do the best monkey impression. So it was like a combination icebreaker and like a not too discriminant way, not too awkward way of like dishing out the presents. Anyway, so I ended up making like like 6 smallish acrylic paintings. And I totally feel your pain about the canvas size. like the texture of the canvas kind of got in the way for some parts. Alright, how's this looking? Have I done anything stupid? Brian, I'm sorry for the PTSD. We're putting the red light lines back on. Alright, there's no like weird edging from me doing the paint bucket, apart from maybe here. What is this? Where did you come from? Where are you? Where did you come from? Oh, it's from this one. Okay, that's fine. Because I'm gonna delete this mask and then Control Select to select all the non-transparent pixels on this layer and then just make a mask out of that. Welcome back, SB! I uploaded the painting to Discord. Oh yeah, I want to take a look. Never again will I work that small for realism. I cannot, like, imagine. I've never been, like a realistic artist anyways. But I can't. Oh, that looks great though! Do you mind if I share this on stream? I'm assuming it's okay since you uploaded it publicly. Yeah, welcome back, SB. This looks really cool. Sure? Alright, here we go. How awesome is that? Well, how big did you say this canvas was? I don't think you did say it was, but... but you can see like the texture of the canvas here. This looks really awesome though. Mad respect for like being able to do any level of realism. This looks great! Oh my god, and like the writing on the shirt, holy crap. I had to... I feel your pain from that avocado money painting that I did. I found the writing like so hard. Big kudos on the writing on the shirt. This looks so good. Well done. Do you usually do artistic? Not artistic. Do you usually do like realistic stuff? Is this something that you have like a lot of practice with? Because it looks so good. I definitely would not be able to do anything near this quality. 2020. No, you haven't. This was your first try doing like realistic, like realism. It looks amazing. Well done. I love the hair. The hair looks so good. And like the sewing machine. Is that a sewing machine in the background? Do I just have sewing machines on the brain? It looks fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, you have done some in the past. Just like not with acrylics? What was I doing? Oh yeah. Ow. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. But never that small, I see. Haven't done it since college. Did you get like some formal education on like art? That would be so fun. I've never done that. Alright, now I can kind of come through and fix up these messy edges a little bit. I don't wanna do it like completely. I don't wanna like clean everything. Oh wait, this still has the randomized color on it. Here we go. Yeah, I still want like a little bit of variation in here, but like some of these colors are spilling like a lot. Hi Gamer, yeah, we're drawing. Well, we're working on a commission. It's Riley! And she's looking after her flowers. Welcome in, Gamma. I hope you're doing well. I switched to video production and now I imagine orthopedics department. Wow! That degree went far, but you know. Wish I could redeem for Minesweeper. Yeah, I really wanted to focus on this commission today, so some of the more disruptive redeems have been turned off, sorry. Tomorrow they'll be back on. It will happen. I want to, somebody remind me if I start, I kind of like ruined all these leaves down here. If I start like zooming in and nitpicking over the colors too much, someone remind me that I just need to keep these rough, because I don't want to spend 20 hours on this and then accidentally make it too detailed or something and have it not match the main picture, like the main part of the image. My favorite artist is actually arting who's online. Tomorrow is more art actually. Back from food, welcome, and Yeti. Yeah, tomorrow might be more of this depending on how far I get tonight. I'll probably do a bit more off stream as well. But tomorrow I'm hoping to do the last finishing touches on this if I haven't finished it yet. And then we're going to do some very cursed rigging. I am looking forward to that. Bob and I are doing some collaboration commissions, and I'm making samples for cursed MS Paint style VTuber models. So we'll be working on red. How cursed? It looks like a 10-year-old drew this in MS Paint with a mouse. And I'm going to be cutting the image into pieces to put into live 2D, and then we're going to rig it. I think the eyes in particular are going to be very cursed because, like, I don't know how. It's going to be experimental. That's all I'm going to say. Believe it or not, there are, like, no guides online on how to rig like MS Paint style eyeballs for some reason. I might need to commission from you at some point. Yeah, I think it'll be a great one to have as a redeem. I'm recording how much time it takes me to like cut and rig the models, and then I'll price it based on how much effort is required. So I'm not sure on the pricing yet until I've done these samples. But hopefully I'd like to keep it affordable if I can, because I think it's just fun. "10-year-old me feels tired." Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, the burger was delicious, but maybe not worth the $15. Okay, what does the $15 include? Is it just the burger? Did you have to get like fries and like pay for like do the tip and the sales tax or whatever on top of that? Because, you know, American. not to like shoot shots or anything, but yeah, what the hell. Hi Galaxy! I got shrimp so salty that the ocean is jealous. Oh no! Was it okay apart from the salt? Cheeseburger and fries were together, the drink was separate, cost, needed tip as well. Dang! That's, I was gonna say that's almost as expensive as some of the burgers we have in Wellington, like the capital city of New Zealand. They do some fancy bougie burgers. It's a very popular location for like foodies. So they tend to have like kind of overpriced like burgers and stuff. But actually, once you convert it to New Zealand dollars, I think it's still more expensive. I'm winding down from work, might do line work. Oh, yay, nice. I hope you had a good day at work. I don't want to do like excessive shading on these flowers, but I do want to blend some of these like gradient-y bits in a little more. Drinks can drive up the price depending on where you're at. I wasn't including drinks. At least in mine. Oh, Yeti sent like a full thing. I paid for 2 people with drinks and a appetizer, and it cost me just shy of $70 USD. Yeah, drinks have like the highest markup, which I feel like is like so unfair because, oops, because like if you're eating salty stuff like, you know, incredibly salty shrimp and and fries, it's really nice to have like a drink with it. At least that's the case here in New Zealand anyway. I remember drinks being fairly cheap in comparison last time I went to the US. But that was like how many years ago now? It was a while ago. I need to swap brushes. Okay, I think I'm fairly happy with the level of like color variety and oops. Color variety, but like tidiness here so far right now. I'll probably do like a little bit more shading on like the bigger plants because they're so big. And we still need to do this bit down here, but that's less messy. It's how restaurants have all survival profit margins. Yeah, there's like a lot of overhead and stuff that goes into restaurants. I had I once worked at this restaurant. It was a Japanese restaurant. I only got hired because I was half Japanese, and might I say I was quite a disappointment to my employer. Anyway, the manager at one point got a soda stream to she was so cheap, man. She got a soda stream so that when like bottles of cola and Pepsi and stuff like went flat, and she could just like put it in the soda stream and then like make it fizzy again and then just charge the customer. Thanks for the quote. She did some pretty shady stuff, honestly. Like, I don't know, she didn't really have any respect for her customers. It kind of upset me. Didn't have much respect for her employees either, honestly. It was soda 2 for $8. Ouch. How big was the soda? Yeah, hopefully it came with free refills, but like in New Zealand, free refills aren't really a thing. So for comparison purposes, how large was it? I had no idea you worked at a restaurant. Worked at a Japanese restaurant. Shame it wasn't a better experience. Yeah, it was like one of the better restaurants in the area as well. I had much... Craft Finny, oh my god, cute name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Please feel free to continue lurking if that's what you are up to. Absolutely no obligation to chat unless you want to. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I worked very briefly at a Japanese restaurant. Just to try to make ends meet. This was like at the very end of my college time. Hazel, welcome in. How's art going? It's going. It's been pretty chill. We did I wish I took like a screenshot of how it was when this started. But we did like most of the inking for this planter box, and now I'm just kind of like tidying up the colors. This I've already done off stream. So mostly flowers today. Welcome in, Hazel. Hope you're doing well. It's a lot of details. Yeah. I didn't mean to get so detailed because like the actual character isn't that detailed. I was trying to keep it like a happy, like cartoony kind of bold, like chunky line sort of style going. And then I just got I got lost in the weeds. Some of these lines are much smaller than I intended. Like, what the hell is going on here? Why are these so thin? Why? I started off with these like big cartoony flowers, and then as I got down here, I just got lost in the source. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird when I finish. We'll see how it comes out. I'm fairly happy with how it's going though. I might put like a little bit of purple here. Does that look weird? Why is, there we go. My tablet got a little bit confused there for a sec. This clashing looks good. Otherwise, it would look boring. You think so? I mean, I'm not finished. I don't want, you know, the flowers to like steal the show from Riley. You know what I mean? Oh, this one got missed. Oops. It got missed in these shenanigans. It did, but they got the drink wrong on the refill rib. I think it'll look more balanced once you've shaded the character. Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. I hope so too. If it doesn't, then I don't know, I'll just cry, I guess. And God, humans. Yeah, humans aren't the main character, but the flowers are. You're right. But this is a commission for this character. I was commissioned to draw a picture of this character, not draw a picture of some flowers. So, so while I understand and respect your point, I feel like it still shouldn't take it away from it shouldn't steal the show, hopefully. And we can always make the flowers as like a nice wallpaper. We need to draw her, so what's the problem? That's true. But like, I don't know, if you this would be kind of an extreme example, but you know, if you ouch. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. If you like paid someone money to like draw something, and then like they just made that something like a background to like a bigger thing that they wanted to draw, like wouldn't you kind of want your money back? Not saying that that's what's happening here, but you know, the focus should still be on the character, right? Hydra homie powers. Oh, Io was doing art. I missed Io art. Io, how did your art go? Welcome in, Raiders. Guys, everyone from my chat, please, 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 I'm begging you, please, please, please follow Io. Io is amazing. Thank you, Io. Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, I'm Syl, if you don't already know me. I'm an Autistic Friday streamer from New Zealand. We play lots of random games and stuff here, and also do art, apparently. Today I'm doing a bunch of flowers, and there's a girl here too. But mostly the flowers today. Welcome in! How was your stream? How's everyone doing? Guys, please follow Io. Oh no, that's my timer going off telling me to stop streaming. I'll go for a little bit longer. Thank you, Io. Yeah, if you or your raiders, if you guys need to sneak off, do some self-care, do anything you need to do. Io, how long have you been awake? Do you need to go to sleep? Are you okay? Yeah, people from my chat, please follow Io. I'm begging you. She is so fun. Absolutely top tier. Also, yeah, welcome in. Wait, welcome in Shisu and Chai and Io, of course, and Overstain. Welcome in, guys. I hope you're all doing well. I've been awake for the whole morning. Morning, like 2 a.m. Is it 2 a.m.? I hope you're getting enough rest, Io. Have you had food? Go eat if you haven't had food. I'm just tidying up this planter box, or attempting to anyway. I wanna like add some color variation, but I keep getting lost in the sauce. There's already like a lot of variation here, so I just kind of want to make sure it doesn't cross like the lines that I've already done too weirdly. I see the streamer use caps lock instant fall. Yeah, dude, your IO is so great. Yeah, color variation. I can perceive. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, a lot of this has like kind of green, like sneaking in to areas that you might not be able to perceive. Overstain, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay in the library. The rendering. Thank you, Reap. I wasn't supposed to render this. This is just kind of happening. I can't help myself. I am addicted to rendering. The shading and like final touches and stuff in a picture is like my favorite part. I'm just trying to like make this kind of like discolored wood. Does that make sense? That's why this is getting smeared in. So remember to keep the flowers rough, thank you. I'm trying. I might just take a fingerprint, not fingerprint. Take the fingertip and kind of squish this along. I initially did this intending it to be like a lichen, but I kind of failed at the lichen. So I'll just do this to help me blend out the edges, and then we can just have discolored wood. Well, yeah, thank you again for the raid, Io. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I love Io's art. Do you have any art tags? I forgot to ask this earlier. Do you have art tags? What were you working on? Also, feel free to just leave me hanging and go look after yourself if you need to. Io chat, what was Io doing? Was it something cursed? Or something beautiful? Those are the only two options with Io. You're not liking it? Yeah, the problem was that I couldn't do like sufficiently cartoony lichen. I think maybe if I was trying to make it look realistic, it would still probably look bad, but like it wouldn't look so out of place. But yeah, we are not doing any sort of realism today. This is meant to be like cartoony. I feel like it's not working, but you know, if it is being made. We also have some grass to go on top here. Here we go. It was some cursed. Oh, you were doing emotes. Oh, I love your emotes. I love the cursed emotes. So was it commissions then, or were you working on some new stuff for yourself? Io does the best cursed content. But I cannot pump her up enough, please. Please follow her. Poke. Don't get too lost in the sauce. Thank you, Yeti. I also need to stop streaming. I'll put like a 15-minute timer on my phone. Because I have a meeting later today, and I need to make sure that I eat lunch before the meeting. So I do have a bit of a time limit today. Ow. What was that? Good lunch, thank you. Just for myself, I have some outdated stuff. It'd be nice to have new ones. Yo, same. I want to like kind of redo my emotes, but I'm also trying to get my 2.0 model like out of the gates. So I'm like, oh, there's no point redoing the emotes if like I'm gonna have to redo it all for my 2.0 design anyways. So meh. I'm gonna go crash. Oh yeah, thank you for sharing about your story and everything, Aces. Sleep tight. I hope you have a good evening. Thanks for being here and chatting. And the new model's looking good so far, thank you. Did you spoil 2.5 and 2.0 yet? Yes, I've been putting it on Blue Sky because I just can't keep it to myself. It's been taking me too long. Can I share? How's it looking right now? I think I can show the CSP. Hang on. Let me just open it. Welcome into Kina! Silky smooth voice talent. No, that must be Io. It's not me. Okay, let's see. Sylfriend 2.0. Pretty sure this doesn't look horrific right now. Yeah, okay, this is how it's looking so far. It's still very rough. I'm still partially through the cutting. And like the hair is just kind of roughly sketched in. I'm probably gonna sketch that next. And yes, I have glasses. But yeah, this is how it's looking so far. I haven't done anything on the shoes. That's just like lines and flats, and it's like not even cut. But but yeah, this is where we're at. I worked on tidying up the face and like properly doing like the cutting. I have like everything color coded down the side. So we've got like some cursed stuff. Like if I take off the hair, where's the hair? The hair front. If I take that off, ignore my glasses. That's just sketched in right now. And we have like cursed stuff like this. The beauty of making art for live 2D rigs. Yeah, bold. I want to have a bold toggle, so I'm gonna like do a skull in behind this as well. So it looks properly bold instead of like just a face. Anyway. We got bold Sylph before GTA 6. Honestly, it's been a long time coming because that was requested as a redeem like 2 years ago. But yeah, that's how it's looking so far. Thank you for the compliments, guys. No longer certain anime mom hairstyle. I feel like I don't really have. What do you mean certain anime mom? Is it like a specific character that has this kind of hair? I'm really not familiar. Hi Exy, welcome in. Sorry, I just saw you. Yeah, no clipping mask. It always looks so cursed. I love how like when people share like the model art on like social media and stuff and be like, oh, look at how it looks, and you're like, this is not what it actually looks like. Like when you're actually making the PSD to put into like live 2D, it does not look like that. Anime moms that die tend to have that hair. Really? Oh no, I don't know how to break that to Alex. Maybe I should change my hair. I guess I am changing my hair if you're saying that I'm no longer having it. Yeah, I'm adding like a little bit more green on this side to balance up this one. Okay, I'll add a couple of darker bits in like the creases. Oh, also, damn it, was it? I totally missed the message from Asus earlier saying that they cracked their tablet screen when they were moving. He's going to bed now, but I meant to respond to that out loud and I just kind of didn't. Oops. Anyway, that sounded like a very sad story. I'll be very upset if that happened to me. Okay, I'll just do some like darker once I rub this out. Hang on, let me rub this out real quick. I'll add some more darker brown bits and some of these deeper cracks. Braid is no longer over the— oh, it will be over the shoulder. It will be. But, like just because of the way I've had to do— Thanks, Yeti. Just because of the way I had to do the layers and stuff in like the drawing program versus like the live 2D program, that's just how it looks right now. But the braid will be like in front. on the actual model. Hairstyle change redeem. Yes, I am actually I am doing that model with the intention of making it easier to like rig and add a few different hairstyles so that I can have redeems. There's even like on my massive backlog of suggestions for stream, there's a suggestion for like chat to like make me a hairstyle, like make me really like goofy cursed hairstyles and like MS Paint or something, which I'll then like try to rig like onto my head. I feel like that'll be really fun. So I still want to do that. It's just not possible with my current model, so it's gonna have to wait until 2.0, unfortunately. But it is on the cards. I am thinking about it. I'm planning. I'm cooking. Are you gonna add this model to the dumpster pick? Of course! All my old models have to go in the dumpster. And those are just the rules. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, it is. It'll go there with my pink tubers of yesteryear. Don't know if I've ever used yesteryear in a conversation like that. I have an idea. Ooh, what's your idea? It might take me like 15 years to implement it. Lily will be in college before I get some of these ideas off the ground, but I would love to hear it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm also considering making next month like an art stream month. Maybe I'll burn myself out, but there's like some, like I need to do the art redeems that people have been redeeming earlier that I had to turn off because my backlog got too big. I'm gonna do the commissions, and then if I can find time in between commissions, I want to do the art redeems that I owe people. I have such a big art debt, you guys. A retro skin for your 2.0 model that resembles your OG one. Oh, like an actual like rig. Like instead of just like bringing my ping tuber back, like actually rig my old design. Oh, what was the quote? Oh yeah, it did get too big. I've got 29 drawing requests in the queue, and I kept telling people that it was gonna take me forever to get to them, but they kept redeeming it. And so yeah, I had to pause it. Otherwise I would just like die of anxiety. Yeah. I'll try. That sounds hard. And part of the reason I changed my design from this one, like with this Argyle cardigan, is that this cardigan is such a pain in the butt to rig. Like, I am not happy with how the cardigan is rigged in this model. And, and like, I felt like it was better to just like give myself like a better outfit than to try rigging like a kind of a subpar one. But I can consider it, yeah. I am trying to make it so I'm trying to future-proof. Like always. I'm trying to future-proof the models, so it's like easier to like swap out outfits and stuff. But the problem with my models is it's not a problem with my models, it's a problem with me. The problem with me as a VTuber trying to make models for myself is that I want too much. I want like a drinking toggle. I really like how my VTuber can drink. I want to be sitting at a table I want to be sitting on a sofa on like the just chatting screens, which means basically that every time I want a new like outfit, I'd have to rig it like 3 times in like different poses. I'll stop egging you about finishing up soon and being lost in the sauce. Oh, you know, it's okay. I have a timer. There's like 3 minutes left on the timer. When that timer goes off, I'm gonna raid out. Also, let me just stop the raids so that nobody else comes in. Yeah, I'm just trying to tidy this up right now. Like, even if it's meant to be rough, like it's a little bit too rough right now. Okay, any more dark bits? Not really. Thank you for the approval. My approvals are still so low from Bob coming in and spamming. That's pretty complex. Yeah, it's stupid. It's why I'm glad I'm making my own models instead of putting some poor rigor through like inflicting it on like another artist and rigor. You know what I mean? Like, at least I'm doing this to myself instead of being like an unreasonable client. Also, it would be expensive as hell. Okay, how's this looking? Oh, these bits look a little weird. Okay, I think it's looking okay. I'll just like slap I'll slap like a shiny gradienty sort of thing over here, which I definitely don't have time to do in like 2 minutes, but let me just see what that looks like. Thanks for the approvals. Yeah, well, Bob's not here. Yeah, get in there. Is approval rate negative? It is, yeah. It's currently at -30 at the time I spoke. I know what you mean by I don't have the skills and also the resources. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm only doing it because it's like technical stuff that I find interesting. Okay, let's see. What maybe glow dodge, and I'll clip this down. This is not quite the right color, but maybe yeah, I might make this like whiter. Just so there's like a bit more like color variation, like lower frequency color variation. Not to get all nerdy, but I am a nerd, so what were you expecting, really? And then maybe like what's this look like? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so then we have some color variation going across. And then I'll put a mask on here. My timer's about to go any minute. I don't want it affecting these too much. I'll do like a different thing for these up here. But and then I'll come through here and then like remove remove this effect from some of the deeper crevices. This one over here is supposed to be. This is like, there's meant to be like two planks here. I've kind of like, I've lost it, but it did start off as like 2 planks. Maybe I can do it before my timer goes off. I thought this would require more work, but I'm actually pretty satisfied with this. Oh, there's my timer! Turn off! Okay, there we go. I want to be the last one to leave for once. Okay, good luck, SB. You got this. Alright, so after, before, after. I think maybe tone it down a little bit. Before, after. Yeah, I'm happier with that. It looks like less flat. I want maybe okay, I'll stop working on this soon, I swear. I want maybe like a little bit less over here. So I don't want the wood to look like flat, you know? even though I'm doing like flat colors right here. Okay, I'm gonna stop touching it. I'm saving. I haven't saved this whole stream. That's just how I roll. Yeah, alarm jam. I hate alarm noises, but I really have to put them on. Otherwise, I just ignore them. Alright, here's how we are looking. I wish I had a before and after comparison for the whole picture, but I don't. At least I don't think I do. In Photoshop, it would leave like the state of like the file when you first opened it at the top, and that was like really cool for comparing your progress in a single session, but CSP doesn't appear to have that. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. That character is squirting HD onto the flowers. You're so right. Imagine saving fails and the app crashes. Honestly, CSP is very stable. It's much more stable than Photoshop. At least from my experience with Photoshop. CSP has given me much like fewer problems, like just crashing and dying, compared to Photoshop. Also, I have autosave. So even though this is my first time manually saving this session, CSP has been auto-saving every 15 minutes, so I don't think I'd actually lose that much. With how slow I am on stream compared to like off stream, I would probably lose like maybe a couple of minutes worth of work max, because I take so long yapping. All right, let's see who's Abnormalities, welcome in. And thank you so much. Thanks so much for sneaking in. I hope you're doing well. We're just about to raid out. And thank you, I really appreciate it. I don't usually do this style, I'm just kind of having fun with it. Because I did a much more serious style for this character the last time I drew her. But I don't know, I like seeing her happy. Sick but okay, oh no, I hope you feel better soon. Okay, I'm just gonna see. I hope it's not too serious. Rest up, hydrate, drink lots of Powerade. Let me just see if there's anyone on my following that's currently doing art as well. Do 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 do. Do you guys want to see someone making a VTuber model? We covered this slightly on my chat just now. Yeah, there's someone doing art for a VTuber model. Giro is streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Honk is playing Peak. I feel like everyone is playing Peak these days. Is it a good game? I've been avoiding it because of the motion sickness thing. But it feels like everyone's obsessed with it. I was gonna say there's another streamer that I follow that usually does art but isn't doing art today. We could raid her, but she's also playing Peak. Everyone's Peak obsessed. Alright, I might throw you guys into either software and game development or Twiggy Tree's art stream. Andromeda says Peak added motion sickness options. I'm glad they added that, but but my motion sickness lately has I got motion sick from scrolling on my phone. like scrolling Lemmy, so like the Reddit equivalent on my phone. That gave me motion sickness. So yeah, even if a game has added like motion sickness options in the preferences, I'm too scared to try it. Oh no, your mouse died? You don't want to buy a new one? Oh no, it died? That sucks. I'm so sorry, Gamma. Do you have a backup one you can use for now? I bet, yeah, it's definitely the parasite making it worse. Yeah. I don't want to go anywhere near anything even slightly first person until the parasite is out. Abnormalities, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Once again, I hope you feel better soon. You're using my tablet as a mouse. Oh my god. How How would you feel about using your phone as a mouse? Because I do maybe have software that I can recommend to you for that. That's how we control the computer that's hooked up to the TV in the lounge. There's like a piece of software to basically use your mouse as like, sorry, to use your phone as like a remote control. And there's like a bunch of options for like actual buttons that you can press as if it's a remote control. But there's also an option to like make it so your phone is like a laptop, like touchpad. So you can move the mouse around on the screen using your phone. Let me know if that sounds like a potential ad hoc solution for you. Because I personally hate using my tablet as a mouse. It always drives me insane. But maybe you have a higher tolerance for that than I do. I'm so sorry about your mouse. If I recall correctly, you still draw with your mouse a lot, right? Like, don't you do like a vector line art with your mouse? So that must be really annoying. I'm sorry. I hope you can find a replacement soon. Wherever we end up raiding, I will probably dip shortly afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like raid and dip myself. Oh my god, it's already like 1 o'clock. Yeah, I need to go get food. My meeting's in an hour and I eat very slowly and somebody asked me earlier, I forgot to say it out loud, but somebody asked me what I was having for lunch and I have no idea. I'll have to find something. Alright, I will raid you guys into the one person actually doing art on my following list. Who is Twiggy Tree. I made that sound like a last resort. It's not. They're very cool, wonderful artists. I think they rated us earlier as well, so it's great to be able to return the favor. Well, please come along for the raid if you can. Say hello to Twiggy. What are you gonna get? Like mouse or food? Because I have no idea. Yeah, you just like the Mantics. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Maybe I'll eat some rice. There's some rice. I don't know what to put on top of the rice. Oh, I'll make like really ghetto sushi or something. Am I allowed to say ghetto? I'm gonna shut up now. I'll have sushi without any filling because I'm not allowed actual sushi right now. Locked and loaded, ready to bring the suffering. Yeah, we're bringing the suffering. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have sushi. My kid had sushi last night and I was like really jealous, so I've been thinking about it. Anyway, I need to shut up now. I'm so sorry. Where did my tablet go? My tablet disappeared. It's probably when I got a hit pat earlier. Anyway. Have a lovely evening, guys. Io, thank you again so much for the raid. Yeah, raid and then sushi. Yeah, it's sushi time. It's sushi time. Please come and say hello to Twiggy if you can. Drop the raid message, that'll be great. It does help people out in the algorithm, so if you can, even if you have to raid and run, please consider. Have a good day. Thank you, Io. You too. Have a good evening, everyone. Happy time zone. Thanks for the quote. What do I need to say? Tomorrow we're doing at least some cursed rigging. I really hope to do mostly rigging tomorrow. But I might have to do finishing touches on this picture. So more art stream tomorrow. Drawing and rigging probably. See you then if you're going to be around for that. Thank you so much for being here and chatting, lurkers. Thank you so much for lurking. That applause is for the lurkers. Thank you. Thank you, Yeti. Alright, get dinner if you haven't already had dinner. Make sure, hi gamers! Make sure you're well hydrated, take your meds, check all your laundry. Oh my god.
Welcome to the Syl stream. Syl streaming some game, playing something, and talking about work and Python coding. Let's go chatting.
None of that happened. Good effort though, Nabu. Alright, catch you guys later. Look after yourselves, look after each other. If you're new here, welcome in. And yeah, we have a last redeem, so good luck with the last if you guys are going for that. You saw burger sushi once? Oh my god, what? Burger patty on top of rice, wrapped in nori. That sounds very similar to the hot dog sushi I fed Lily last night. Anyway, shutting up now, I need food. Have a lovely evening. See you guys tomorrow if you're around. You can unlock emotes, copy the raid message. I'll let the raid timer go out naturally, so you have that long. somebody get a message. So you have that long until to get last to get last and copy the raid message and unlock the emotes and all that good stuff. Right, see you over on Twitch stream. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you lurkers, thank you mods, thank you chatters. You have all been wonderful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Stay fresh, cheese bags.